Good morning and welcome to EMTV. Students are causing disturbances and problems in residential areas, according to residents of Kralingen. In a minute, we will discuss it with André van Wijk, chairman of the Residents Association Lusthofkwartier. But first, I want to take you to the Woudestein campus. Artist Hester Oerlemans has made an artwork as a tribute to professors and students for their effort in dealing with online education during the corona crisis. The work consists of 95 icons that serve as a means of communication in the virtual world. And in this video, Oerlemans explains the meaning of the icons, and she also shows us her favorite ones.
De favoriet icoon, ja, dat is heel moeilijk. Ik zie er hier nu 95. Dat moet ik toch even kijken. Misschien toch wel het icoon van het boek. Omdat dat is waar ik mee begonnen ben, om iets te leren, het lezen, het leren lezen. En als we dat niet hadden, dan was de rest misschien ook helemaal nooit tot stand gekomen. Maar er zijn zeker veel meer favorieten. Daar zie je bijvoorbeeld de zandloper. Dit is ook eigenlijk een heel belangrijk ding waar we ons allemaal ook wel aan ergeren op de computer. Dat icoon vind ik ook heel mooi met het oog wat doorgestreept is, wat je ook heel vaak hebt. Mijn eerste idee was eigenlijk om een tekstwerk te maken. Kan je me horen? Zie je mij? Want dat is ook heel vaak waar je begint. Online. Kun je me horen? Zie je mij? Dat is altijd even checken voordat je met elkaar in contact bent. Dus daarom vond ik dat oog met dat streepje heel mooi. Van oké, dat is eigenlijk heel akelig dat je een streep door een oog doet. Maar in dit geval is het een hele directe manier om te zeggen, ik zie je niet. Nou ja, zo zijn er heel veel. Het envelopje met nieuwe mails. Ja, ben je daar blij mee of juist niet? Ben je nieuwsgierig naar nieuwe boodschappen of denk je, oh jee, weer 5 mails? Dus ja, zo heeft elke icoon zijn eigen betekenis. Die je misschien ook wel weer op meer verschillende manieren kan uitleggen.
As Oerlemans put it, do you see me? Can you hear me? Well, the residents of Kralingen definitely hear the students when they have house parties at 3 a.m. in the morning. Here with me today is André van Wijk, chairman of Residents Association of Lusthofkwartier. Yes. Welcome, André.
Thank you.
But before we talk about this problem, let us see a short video made by one of your neighbors.
Yes.
Gast, wat vind je er nou zelf van?
Ja, waar ben jij?
So, André, in case you missed it, that was a student peeing against a bicycle storage, right?
Yes.
And does this happen regularly?
It happens regularly. It's one of the things that happens with a lot of students in the Lusthofkwartier. In our opinion, there are a lot of problems with students. That's something to do because we think there are too many. There are not too many houses for students, and I think, in our opinion, they cause some troubles.
Okay.
And always we try to have a conversation with students, and we try to have contact with them. But at the last few months or years, better, the problem has been too big, grown too big. So
they are peeing everywhere, they are puking everywhere, and what do they do actually?
Now they make a lot of noise, not on the hours when we work, mostly in the weekend, but also Monday when they come from Bikini, for example, or for another bar.
Yeah.
And it's a very big problem.
Okay, Bikini Bar is a bar in Lusthofkwartier.
Yes.
Right, okay. So to give you some ideas, we have received videos from residents of Kralingen. This one is from Kortekade.
It's from the Kortekade.
This is students partying at the middle of the night. So So, Andre, we also have spoken to several residents in Kralingen, and as you said, they also said the same thing. They have done almost everything. Mm-hmm. They called the police, they called the municipality, they tried to talk to students, and you yourself have taken steps in your own house to reduce the disturbances.
Yes, that's correct. After a few years of disturbance, my wife and I thought we can do a lot of things. So two things: we leave, but we love our Lusthof-kwartier, or we have to take some things to try to outside.
Okay.
The noise.
So how did you do that?
Another windows.
Another windows.
Yes, and another things. But it costs money, and that's it's a very strange manner, because the students who make the problems, they are not aware of the problems.
Okay.
And that's a strange thing.
Okay, so you have to bear the consequences instead of the students.
Yes.
Yeah. And last year, you and your neighbors also made flyers.
Yes.
Where you put a few rules.
Yes.
For students. Can you tell us what you did with the flyers?
Of course, we've talked about a lot about problems in our street with our neighbors, and we said we have to do something, and not in a negative way, but in a positive way. So we made a folder. We made 1,500 copies of it, and we brought them to, for us, example, to the Voorschotenlaan, mm-hmm. where a lot of students live who make too many noise, in our opinion. And we gave it to him, and we said, we are your neighbors from, for example, Vredehofstraat. We want to give you this to be aware of the fact that there's too many noise.
Yeah.
Some say, okay.
Whatever.
Whatever. And some say, okay, thank you.
Okay.
We're not very good that you bring us that message.
But which rules are there in the flyers?
It's very normal, very example. For example, it must be quiet at 10 o'clock in the evening. Close your doors. When you're with 5 persons in one room with a common garden, it's very normal that you close your rooms. Also, when you've got a crying baby, that's very normal. But you have to talk with them a lot of times, and too many. And you can do it with one house, but not with 10 or 12.
Yeah.
So we've had a discussion about the municipality, and said, you have to help us to solve this problem.
Okay, so the residents feel that they have done everything in their power to stop. Most of them. But maybe students think the other way. Let's see the video.
Is er ooit door buurtbewoners bij jullie persoonlijk geklaagd over overlast of anything?
Ja, echt heel veel. Wij hebben ook op het moment rechtszaak lopen tegen het huis. Omdat we onze vergunning misschien niet mogen houden. Omdat best wel veel gezinnen zijn gewoon heel erg tegen het wonen van studenten in buurten. En je merkt echt vooral met corona dat nu een beetje de rekker uit is. Omdat gewoon veel thuisfeestjes zijn geweest en zo. En
een buurvrouw die had onze huisbaas gebeld dat er dus overlast was, maar niet eens ons contact daarover. Dat is gewoon een beetje raar wat soms gebeurt.
Hoe denk je dat dit beter omgegaan zou kunnen worden?
Ja, gewoon bespreekbaar maken en gewoon, stel je hebt ergens last van, kom gewoon een keertje langs en kom een keer bijvoorbeeld een wijntje drinken of zo, in plaats van altijd alleen maar dat ongezellige.
Nou, we hadden laatst wel een buurtborrel gedaan en we merken wel sinds we dat hebben georganiseerd, dat het wel echt veel beter gaat nu met de buren en zo.
Was dat op jullie initiatief?
Ja. Dus probeer het wel goed te doen met ze.
Wij hadden dat ook voorgesteld om een keer een borrel in de tuin te doen. En toen zeiden ze van, voor een fles wijn kopen we niks. Als jullie maar gewoon geen overlast veroorzaken, vinden wij het best. En dan denk ik ook van
dat is jammer.
Dus dan, het is ook een beetje een soort van hoe je buurt er ook een beetje in staat.
So, Andre, what do you think? Is it right what these students said, that the residents are against student living in the neighborhood?
No, that's totally not correct. And I'll tell you why. Students live in Kralingen for almost 20, 30, 50 years. So that's not a problem. It's nice to live with students. It's good, but not where there's too many of them. And that's a problem. We have nothing against students. We have parties in our streets a few years ago, but there are too many. It's just like you have too many cats or dogs in one small room, or do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a problem, and of course it's not very simple to solve it, but there must be more housing for students.
Yeah. So
that's one of the that's a problem.
Yeah. So you say it's not simple to solve it, and in an earlier interview, you also said that the university is responsible for this problem. Can you elaborate?
Yes, I can. I will do it. I think the Erasmus is a very beautiful university, and they want more students, but that's okay. But they also have to do something to let their students know. They have to be aware of the fact that, and to instruct them, they must follow the rules. I think that university has got a big opposite in that.
Yeah, and of course we asked the university about this, and this is their response.
The EUR housing policy only applies to first-year international students. By law, the EUR is not allowed to build housing itself. We are reliant on the market for this. We try to reserve accommodation for some of our students. At the moment, this amounts to 1,150 rooms run by several housing corporation partners. The housing policy is a service that we provide, but formally speaking, we bear no responsibility for the behavior of a student in such an accommodation.
So, Andre, what do you think about this response?
The response of
the university. They said that by law the university is not allowed to build housing itself, and they are not responsible for the behavior of students in the accommodation.
I don't agree with that, but that's my personal opinion. I think you've got something to do with the behavior. Also, the university is the only one who can solve the problem, but I think they've got something to do in communication and to instruct the people. For example, the people from other parts of Europe, that they have to behave themselves, because there live people here. It's not a campus.
Okay, but the university also said they have warned students about disturbances via a letter, and at the end of the year they will organize an obligatory meeting with all international first-year students to discuss about it. And are you satisfied with this approach?
Yes, we are very satisfied with this action.
Okay.
Because I think it helps us together to solve the problem.
Okay, so this is
one of the part of the solution.
Okay, one of the solution. So last question, Andre. The most important of all, what now?
To discuss with each other, with students, with the university, with the municipality, to get a program of actions.
Okay, and
with each other.
Have you been doing that, or are you going to do that?
We are going to do that.
Okay, so you have already talked to the municipality and to the university as well?
Not personally, but I think it will happen. I hope it will happen in a few times.
Okay, thank you so much, Andre, for being here, and I hope you will have some quiet nights ahead. Okay, yes. And according to residents of Kralingen, excessive alcohol consumption seems to be one of the reasons of disturbances caused by students. But I think business students see it differently.
Are you drinking on an empty stomach, or are you optimizing the implementation of a new product into existing systems to increase efficiency by over 200%? Thank you, Business School.
Thank you all for watching. We will come back in 2 weeks with another important and interesting topic. In the meanwhile, check erasmusmagazine.nl.